Aberlour! Aberlour!
No, not R.
Aberlour!
Aberlour. That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. We've been practicing trying to say the name of this whiskey because we've been saying it wrong all this time.
It's true. We threw so many extra R's in this thing, and we didn't roll a single R.
Well, it's because it's not from Spain. Anyhow, thanks for joining us one more time, guys. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is safe and having a nice time watching YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then just push play on one of our playlists and go have some dinner or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Give us some views.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, like, subscribe, join, follow us on Facebook, hit the alarm button so you know when we're releasing videos. I believe we got some stuff coming on Twitter now finally. I don't know that for sure, but I think I'm not doing it. So we got somebody else to do it for us. We'll talk about that later. In the meantime, we're jumping back to a Scotch again.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a Scotch. We've done a lot of tequila, a lot of mezcals lately, some bourbon, some blended whiskeys. What's in the... Ooh.
All right.
Pretty little bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to a Scotch. We're working with a Speyside Scotch, right, Chris?
Are we?
Maybe.
I mean, that's what the bottle says.
Yes. We're going to get into that in a minute. Why a Speyside is a Highland, and a Highland isn't necessarily a Speyside. It's a tequila mezcal thing, a square rectangle issue. But in the meantime,
Yeah, I should have opened this before camera. All right, here's the thing. We'll tore the heck out of that label. All right, there we go. All right, figured it out finally.
So we're working with. You want to say this? Since I keep messing it up. Aberlour. Aberlour.
But I'm sure it's supposed to be Aberlour.
Yeah, there's
Something guttural about it because it's from Scotland.
We've
been saying Aberlour.
This is a single malt, 12-year double cask. Similar,
I like the bottle.
Similar to Balvenie, correct? Right? It's
I thought
aged in oak and finished in sherry.
Oh yeah, that part. Is Balvenie a Speyside?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Who knows?
Keep talking. I'll tell you in a second.
Oh. This reminds me of something. I'll see if it jogs your memory a bit, but yeah.
All right, much in there, if anything. Did we finish this? Oh, that's just a shame.
She will be done tonight.
I guess we'll just set this aside because that's going to happen.
Smell this Scotch. Now, what Scotch does that remind you of?
McCullen.
Yep. The rare cask that we did, right?
Yep.
Was that 2018 rare cask McClellan? 2019?
Or 17. Maybe probably an 18. Yeah. Well, isn't it a...
No, Colby took it back with him. Ridiculous.
Colby?
So this has a lot of similar notes in it. It's chocolatey. There's a little bit of
sweet oak.
A little bit of fruit, maybe just on the top end, but not a citrus.
Well, I think there's tasting notes on the back of that. What's it say it's supposed to be? Because I said some sour fruits, I think.
Okay. Taste. Chocolate, toffee.
No, nose. What's a nose?
Oh, the nose.
Aroma.
Soft and rounded. With
there's no sharpness to it.
With red apples. Red apple sounds.
Red apples.
Perfect, yeah. Like the mealy ones, the red delicious ones that aren't delicious at all. They're like really mushy in your mouth.
Like red apples. Mushy apples. Red mushy apples.
Yeah, I get that. But I get the chocolate notes right on the nose too, just like the
the chocolate I smell a little bit. I'm just going to agree with you so we get to drinking though.
Oh. Mmm. Ooh. That feels pretty good. It's like super smooth on the front end. And then they're right about the toffee. The chocolate actually tempers down a little bit.
I don't get so much chocolate on it as I get that thought of cacao and dark chocolate afterwards. But let's talk about the aftertaste.
Yeah, right?
Man!
There's like a light smoke on it, but a little...
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about the peat. It's just almost gone.
There's like a... Well, I think they said sweet and spicy, right, on the finish? Yeah, lingering, sweet and warm with a little spice, and that's pretty much spot on. It's good. It's not overly sweet. It's not a sticky sweet, but it is a little bit. Then there's this
Passing,
nice...
it's just gone.
There's a little pepper on the back end that's kind of nice. Just a little tingle up your tongue.
Drinks like water, though.
I can't believe I just said tingle up your tongue.
Yeah, how's your mouth feel about that?
Not good. None of me feels good about saying that. How much was this?
There's a little sour note to it. I think it's about $70-ish. I want to say I found it on sale for $60, maybe.
I like that.
I do too.
So let's get into the Speyside Highland thing real quick. So
let's do that.
This is a Speyside Scotch. Speyside is a region of Scotland. I'm going to try to get all this right. That's in the Highlands. So a Speyside Scotch is a Highland Scotch, but a Highland Scotch isn't necessarily a Speyside Scotch.
Would it be too presumptuous of me to say, here's a map?
Now I gotta go find a map. Oh, fun.
10 more minutes worth.
But there's, they finalized the actual line between the two regions in 2009. So it took a while for them to, decide, this is definitely
So it is a
Speyside.
legit thing now.
Yes.
So why are they still... Now, this one says Speyside.
This one says Speyside, but on their website, they don't list any of their whiskeys as Speyside. They're all listed as Highland, which is the same thing that McClellan does. They list their Scotch as a Highland Scotch, and they're technically in the Speyside region. So I assume that there must be a marketing thing where Highland Scotches...
The reason this come up is I was standing here looking at the bottle, and Lyal was over looking up information to figure out some general information on it.
Basic details.
And he said something about it being a Highland, and I said, no, it says the Speyside. And everything we find on the internet says Highland, Highland, Highland. The bottle clearly says Speyside on the front of it.
Yeah.
So we started trying to find other reviews and see if anybody had the same thing, and even people whose review still calls it a Highland Scotch. So I guess in terminology, or styling,
They're not wrong.
it's still a Highland Scotch.
Yeah.
But
You maybe got an old bottle before the marketing changed.
maybe while it was on clearance.
I pretty dig this Scotch.
The woodiness of it kind of really is understated.
Yeah, it's a nice... It hits all the notes. It's nice and smooth, but it also has enough bite to it that I would... A lot of times with Scotch, I have to choose between Scotch and Bourbon. Do I want a kick in my drink, or do I want a nice, relaxing drink? This kind of hits both notes. I would take this either way.
This is one I'd like to try over ice.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd stand up. It's got enough flavor. It might be watered down a little bit, but I think it'd make it such a good sipper that...
Yeah.
Putting it in a rocks glass might go over pretty good.
I got these brass... I think they're brass. They're metal whiskey cubes from Williams-Sonoma. I've used the soapstone ones before. I don't like them. They don't chill it down enough.
Ones I've had.
They don't really work. It doesn't seem like. But these metal ones actually do chill the whiskey just a little bit. They work pretty well. So there's a plug for Williams-Sonoma.
Okay.
You got anything else to say about this beautiful, beautiful Scotch?
No, if you get a chance, as always, try them. If you're at a bar and you see Aberlour, I did it. Aberlour. Aberlour.
No, now we've totally lost it.
No, Aberlour. If you see this, the 12-year, is it called double oak? It's not double oak. Double cask.
Yeah.
Matured. give it a shot. It's actually pretty sweet, pretty smooth.
I'd put this up there with some of my favorite scotches that I've had.
I think this is one that you could absolutely give someone that maybe doesn't necessarily like the idea of Scotch having had like Lafroig or something big like that, and convince them it's a fairly sweet drink.
Give them Glenlivet and then get them on this as soon as possible. All right, until next time.
Oh, whether it be the Aberlour. That was French. That was my. No, man, I have all kinds of people mad at me now. Go ahead.
the food
The clothes you're wearing.
The people that you're meeting.
Grab a buddy.
Try something new.
It's like we've done before.